salt and straws, caramelized turkey, and cranberry sauce. You heard correctly. We are now on to the main course. We had a little bit of a butter roll as an appetizer, I guess you want to call it, and some sweet potato pies, a little side with some almond streusel. Now we're on to the main course, right? Turkey and cranberry sauce. Not a huge fan of cranberry sauce, but I mean, in ice cream, I'm game for anything, and it's far from the most unique thing I've had, but still interesting. After this, we have 2 dessert pints to get into, and if you're unaware, this pint is pretty good, arguably one of their best. We're off to a good start. So, digging in to this ice cream, we're working with a salt and pepper ice cream. Then they have this turkey bacon that's kind of fried to a crisp. And then they make a brittle out of it using thyme butter. Next, we just have good old-fashioned cranberry sauce swirl. So here's your first look. Mix-ins everywhere. Obviously, the base was a new one for me. Salt and pepper ice cream. Never had salt and pepper before. I've had, obviously, plenty of salted bases, but never a pepper. I'm trying to, I don't know, it's gonna be really hard to see on camera, but I'm gonna try to show you. You can see the flecks of pepper throughout. And there's really no other way to describe it. It's not overly salty, a little salty, but the pepper does stand out. It's got that nice spice to it, which foreshadowing, or we'll get to in a second, obviously the salt and pepper, it goes with everything. The turkey, the cranberry sauce, the butter, it helps draw out the entire flavor profile of this pint because there is a lot going on with it. I'm telling you right now, I'm scooping this spoonful after spoonful. And when I get like this close to it, all I can smell is the cranberry sauce. But we're gonna get to that. So next we have this turkey bacon brittle. Excuse me, but I'll show you these chunks here. They almost look like pecans. Executed pretty well. Hear me out. Texturally, they are perfect. They're kind of crispy, crunchy because of that brittle coating. It's almost like, imagine, I'm not gonna say overcooking a piece of bacon, but the bacon is done where when you bite into it, you're getting a crunch. It's no chewy bacon. And then they have that grittiness that adds from the brittle that makes it crisp. Here's where it's not quite perfect, and it's the flavor. You just don't get a lot of turkey, if I'm being honest. I know that may sound like a disappointment to a lot of you, but it works. Meaning, I think there's a little bit of turkey there, like maybe some smokiness, but the thyme butter is just it's a rich, just a savory like flavor. The thyme adds just enough. It's not like hitting you in the face, but you get just a little bit of that floral, earthy vibe to go with the rich butteriness. It works very well as a savory component. I almost forgot. Being caramelized, that brittle brings in a fair amount of sweetness. So, you know, you've already got this salt, pepper, you've got kind of this savory thyme butter, and then you've got this sweet from the brittle. So there's just a lot going on, and we hadn't even hit the cranberry sauce yet, which, you guys, I'm digging and digging, and I'm struggling to find ice cream. If I'm being honest, look at this. The swirl, the cranberry sauce swirl, perfection. I'm not the biggest cranberry fan, but they nailed it. I actually don't mind it with this flavor for some reason. I don't know why, but I'm like, it's get me going back, spoonful after spoonful. Texturally, it's like they literally took cranberry sauce and poured it in. You can see it's just soft, gooey, just like your Thanksgiving Day tradition. It's literally everywhere. What's best about it is the flavor. It's tart, very natural, hardly sweet. And what shines the most is that acidity. I have to give them props for absolutely nailing this flavor. I've actually had a lot of requests within my family that are dying to try this one. So I'm trying not to eat it all. There's about half left. Currently crunching on that turkey bacon brittle. Look guys, this may not hit the spot in terms of like your go-to flavors, but I'm telling you right now, salt and pepper ice cream, nailed it. Cranberry sauce, perfect. Tart, acidic. Then you have the turkey bacon brittle. Rich butter flavor, you got a little bit of earthy thyme, then you got the caramelized sweetness from the brittle. Yes, the turkey is lacking just a little bit, but it does play a role. Highly recommend trying this, just if it even slightly piques your interest. One of the most well-executed pints I've ever scooped. Caramelized turkey and cranberry sauce gets an 8.5 out of 10.